Guys, we got to talk about Jason Momoa and everybody ragging on him for not working out as Lobo. And I just want you to hear my perspective on why I'm not going to rag on him for not working out for Lobo. And here's what you're going to hear. All right, man. So there's one criticism that we have to get out of the way first to be fair and to be as objective as possible. I have always said about Jason Momoa wanting to be Lobo that it's been a marketing thing, and they used it to push Supergirl more and get more eyes on it, because they were seeing the tea leaves. They were seeing that nobody was looking at this movie, and there wasn't going to be enough people that were going to see it. So they tried to bring Jason Momoa in. I originally said that I thought that Jason Momoa was going to pull it off actually as Lobo, and I was calling him at the time, and you could see in my first videos, not my first videos, like maybe a couple videos before the fan screening one, I was basically calling him like the Daryl Dixon of DC, because I had this idea that he was going to be like a great Norman Reedus for the DC, kind of, bring some juice into it, bring some eyes onto it. Boy, was I wrong. He didn't save it. And his Lobo performance was nothing to write home about. So that's just to be fair. Okay, guys? So, secondly, if he was so in love with Lobo and he really wanted this role his whole life, then why didn't he go out of his way to work out and look his best for this? So, to me, that kind of shows that it makes it questionable. Did he really like Lobo that much? Or was this just a marketing thing that they cooked up? But that's not important. What I want to talk about is, I think people are being a bit much about the fact that he didn't work out. I do think it's crazy, though, that he got fatter. And look, they're making him wear like a suit for Lobo here. Let me just play this real quick. This is one of the featurettes from the Supergirl movie.
Especially working with Jason Momoa. I mean, the energy and the physique and the stature and the overall look.
You're gonna put my nipples back to where they belong. Right there.
There are technical things about it. There's body work and costume work. You have to consider the comfort of the actor.
Oh, I see what it is. Yeah, I see. I can fix this for you.
It's a lot to wear, and there's a lot of action, so it has to be able to perform those things.
This is heavy.
But you know something? I think that was a huge disservice, because you could have made him all white with like basic powder or makeup or anything. You could have figured out anything. And I actually think that the suit that they used for Lobo looked terrible, because it you could see that it was a fake suit. Like there was just, I mean, I didn't know that it was a fake suit like this, but I realized, like, when I first saw Lobo show up and I saw his stomach stick out the way it did, I'm like, there's something off about the way Momoa looks in this. Like, either he gained weight or there's this, and it looked fake, though. It looked fake. So I was confused. So when I finally saw this featurette, I'm like, oh, that's what they did. Interesting. I mean, it's very smart, very clever, but I don't think it executed well.
When you have action shot, you use foam rubber, so it's light. We're working with the costume department, which is magnificent, coming up with the iconic look.
I'll talk to the wardrobe department.
I mean, you could see that he doesn't look like this. Like, dude, if Momoa looked like he did in Aquaman, in Justice League and Aquaman, you wouldn't need a fucking suit like that. You get him like that, right? And you just throw him in a vat of white powder or something. I don't know, anything, right? And he looked fantastic as Lobo. Like 10 years ago or 8 years ago, whenever that shot was when Justice League was filmed, maybe 2017, there's Lobo, right? Just make him with the white look, you know what I mean? But this made him look terrible in the movie, in my opinion. I don't think he looked good in this movie. But here's the point of this video, though. It's actually not about why I think the design they chose for Lobo in the movie sucked. The reason why I'm making this video is I think everybody on the internet, they're being a bunch of hypocritical assholes. And look, Jason Momoa, he doesn't need some random guy on the internet named Comics G-Man to defend him. He's got plenty of money. He's got plenty of fame. He's doing fine. I'm not doing it to defend his honor or anything, but I'm doing it to point out that I think people are kind of annoying because I work out myself, right? But I'm not like in the league of like these guys, believe me. Like I do my weightlifting, I do my push-ups, and I do my crunches. I do my dumbbells, I do my heavy lifting, I do my barbell. But like I'm not like these celebrity types who like go full gung ho because it's their career. You know what I mean? So I understand the struggle a little bit. So I can't when I hear people criticizing Jason Momoa that he's fat, that he didn't work out for this role. While I myself say it would have helped the Lobo character a lot better if he did work out and look like this, I can't criticize the dude because one, he's doing so many movies all the time. He's probably like going back and forth with his body weight where he goes to extreme levels like this, and then he kind of gets lazy. He eats. He's enjoying the money he made. He's enjoying his life probably too much. You know, I mean, you're as a human being, if you had all this access to stuff with all this money you made from acting, you know what I mean? You'd go ham. I think you'd go ham. You'd lose your discipline every once in a while. So that's somebody with all that money. But me as a regular guy, I slip up a lot. Like this week, I have not worked out at all this week. I've been so tired. Things have been so hard this week. A lot of stuff with the family has been happening. I got kind of strangled with work a lot. You know what I mean? So I gave in to it big time. So I'm not going to be one of these people ragging on Momoa for not working out because it's like, bro, you did Conan the Barbarian. You look great. You did Aquaman. You look fantastic. Fantastic. Justice League. Like, you were the man, dude. You know what I mean? I can't rag on him for that because he did a lot. I mean, that takes dedication doing this for your whole life as a career. So, you know, people are people, dude. You know, Marlon Brando, he got fat as he got older. He was still a great actor, still an interesting guy. But yeah, he got fat, you know, but do we now trash on Marlon Brando because he got old as he got fat as he got older? No. We love what he did with The Godfather. We love all sorts of stuff he did. The Water Tower, I mean, yeah, even some of Marlon Brando's black and white movies are actually really good. They actually still hold up to this day. He's really an interesting guy. Oh, hey, Ma. Ma? She's asleep, but she would remember. What was that movie where he was in love with that woman in the store? Marlon Brando. We're talking about Marlon Brando. And she was like an older woman, and he fell in love with her. And her husband was like sick, and she was miserable with the husband, but she was in love with Marlon Brando. And Marlon Brando and her, they end up getting killed by the town. They put them on fire. Amazing movie. Like, I mean, holy shit. You know what? I'm here with you guys. Because just for the sake of the video, Marlon Brando movie with older woman love die at end by fire. I don't know. I'll just type that in. Sure, the AI will pull it up. Whatever. Come on. The Fugitive Kind? Is that it? Marlon Brando. The Fugitive Kind. Hey, for those of you who have never seen this movie, if this is the right one, let me make sure. A guitar-playing drifter wanders into a small Mississippi town and inflames two troubled women. Yeah, dude, this movie is so good. I couldn't believe it. 1960. It was really interesting. You know what I mean? But okay, I'm sorry, guys. I got way off topic. All I'm saying is, like, I got respect for Momoa for the past movies he did. Did lose some respect for him for this. Not for the gaining weight, but for using the Lobo thing as a marketing gimmick to get more people to come see Supergirl instead of them having... They had no faith in Supergirl working as a movie in itself. In my opinion, that's why he came in. I really feel that way. But I still love his past works and everything. So I can't shit on the guy for not working out because, for God's sakes, he looked fantastic for decades, man. That's hard to do. You know, so you people with your ridiculous expectations of people, you know, I mean, he's not Christian Bale, right? Christian Bale, who's insane, dude. He's insane in a good way. I mean, how Christian Bale goes from like an anemic to a fatty to a muscle man. Christian Bale is a very rare exception. But I don't expect all these people to be Christian Bale, and to do that, that's hard on the body. You know, a lot of times you go extreme like that, you're not going to come back from that. Christian Bale somehow comes back from all those extreme body changes. So, I mean, he's a rarity, but I don't expect that from everybody. But like I said in my previous video, it looks like they did that to Millie. It looks like they made her lose a lot of weight. But back to Jason, though. Yeah, I think people are dicks. I think people are dicks. These people who are criticizing Jason for gaining the weight and not working out. Like, I'd like to know, do you work out? I'd like to know, do you have any of that in your life? You know what I mean? Like, if you're some fat asshole behind a computer and you're saying that about Jason, you know, like, I might be wrong. There might be some hardcore, you know, muscleheads who are criticizing Jason for that. You know what I mean? But I have a feeling the muscleheads would understand what I'm saying. And I'm not a musclehead, but I'm just saying, I think the guy, like, even the guys who are like hardcore Lou Ferrigno types would understand what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? But, you know, do you guys get what I'm trying to say here? Let me know in the comments. I want to know what you guys think about Jason Momoa and what I'm saying. And do you understand where I'm coming from? Am I being logical for you? Like, subscribe, comment as you see fit.
Allowing me to use these arms to jack off up to 4 of my homies without me actually being gay.